Hey everybody, it's Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Hope you're having a terrific Friday. And yes, the weekend is near. And in line with that, we're going to talk about a whole slew of updates across all kinds of different projects. By the time you're watching this, the Ethereum Constantinople hard fork has likely occurred. We're going to talk about that. We're going to take a look at updates with Brave and their new partnerships with more than 250,000 brands based on the actions that they've taken. We have updates from EOS, Tron, Ethereum, of course, as I mentioned. Apple co-founder here is talking about some big names as well. We're talking about Mr. Wozniak, Ripple, XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin, Tron, and IOTA. We'll go over some of these briefly, as well as quick news out of Ethereum and a lagging price that doesn't seem to be reacting to the positive news and the positive movements that the ETN team is making. Let's start with this story here on trustnodes.com. The Ethereum hard fork is now imminent. So again, at the time that you're watching this, it's likely that the Constantinople hard fork has already occurred. It's set to go live 8 p.m. London time, just about when America might get ready for lunch, while China may stay up a bit late to see the show. But there's not really going to be any show to watch and to observe. The new rules are going to kick in automatically, and that's it. No fireworks or anything will be visible. If all is uneventful, then one important new rule to go live in a few hours is issuance reduction from 3 ETH per block to 2 Ethereum per block. That will lower new Ethereum supply by about $1 million a day, or close to $500 million a year, from about $2.7 million to $1.7 million. You can read more about the Ethereum Constantinople hard fork here on Coindesk.com, how the coming Constantinople hard fork could stir up Ether markets. This article from a couple of days ago, the 27th of February, 2019. Again, it's likely already happened by the time you're watching this video. It's occurring at block height of 7,280,000 on the Ethereum blockchain. Switching over now to news about Brave on altcoinbuzz.io. They're announcing new partnerships and they're connecting with consumers with more than 250,000 brands, 250,000 brands. Article here by Luke. Brave announced a new blockchain-based solution to connect with more than 250,000 brands through a partnership with TAP Network. So on Wednesday, Brave Software announced a partnership with rewards platform TAP Network, opening up the opportunity to connect consumers with more than 250,000 brands. And it's been a big week in terms of partnership. Engine revealed a partnership with Samsung. Of course, Coinbase announced the listing of XRP on Coinbase Pro. And HTC is going to work with Decentraland with the Exodus One, another big high-profile partnership, talking about adoption. And now the latest piece of good news is that Brave Software, the company behind Brave Browser and cryptocurrency BAT, they announced a partnership that connects consumers with more than 250,000 brands. Here's their tweet. Brave blockchain rewards platform TAP Network team connect consumers with 250K plus brands. Brendan Ike, CEO, co-founder of Brave Software, said about the partnership, quote, both the user and the advertiser lose in today's digital advertising landscape. And with regulations like GDPR looming all over the world, this broken ecosystem simply cannot continue as we know it. Then you have Lynn Dai, the co-founder and CEO of TAP Network, mentioned that both companies are a good fit since they focus completely on privacy. Quote, consumer data is being misused by major internet companies, and TAP Network empowers consumers to directly take control of their own data and get rewarded from top brands. You can read about that story as well on cryptoslate.com. Basic attention token now redeemable at over 250,000 brands, including big names like Amazon, Starbucks, Uber, and Apple. In other news here on coinspeaker.com, we've talked in the past about China's CCID rankings system, and it looks like we have 3 projects that are now topping that list. They are EOS, Tron, and Ethereum, the top 3 in New China's CCID crypto rankings report. So the latest rankings suggest that the top tokens with blockchain network that let developers create smart contracts and run decentralized apps are better than several other major cryptos in terms of applicability. So EOS, Ethereum, and Tron were therefore ranked highest. So 35 projects were featured with some interesting things being mentioned, but CCID, under the purview of China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, confirmed that it is 2019's second update. The only addition from the last evaluation is Tron, that now sits in the second position. It is positive news for TRX that has been expanding significantly in the crypto market for over a year now. EOS takes the first position while Ethereum drops to third. Bitcoin has improved in the rankings, taking 13th position on that list, up from 15th. Bitcoin Cash also climbed one step from 28th to 27th since the last evaluation. Moving right along here to the dailyhodl.com, we have this news. Apple co-founder says Bitcoin has triggered massive value creation, plus Ripple and XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin, Tron, and IOTA. Crypto newsflash. So Steve Wozniak, who's the co-founder of Apple, along with Steve Jobs, says Bitcoin has created a massive amount of value. In a Bloomberg interview, Wozniak says, quote, "We've seen massive value destruction in Bitcoin. Are you still a believer in that? Is that still a workable model for you?" And in response, Wozniak rejected the premise entirely, saying Bitcoin has created massive value. He said, quote, "I'm not sure I can buy that we've seen massive value destruction. I think we've seen massive value creation." There was a period of time, psychology will often drive stock market dips like, oh my gosh, got to get out now. The psychology factor is a kind of fear thing. And there was this idea that Bitcoin might go up to 40,000 and it went to 20,000. I had a lot of Bitcoin, but never as an investor. I only had Bitcoin to experiment with and find out how to buy and sell things around the world, how to travel and find restaurants that would accept Bitcoin, that sort of thing. You guys can check out Bloomberg's full interview here with Mr. Wozniak. It's embedded in the article here. Looking at some updates with Ethereum now, a $66 million building will be tokenized on the Ethereum network. Ivenium Capital Partners says it decided to use blockchain to offer investors a higher level of transparency. Apparently, according to CoinDesk, quote, the company plans to tokenize some $260 million in 4 private real estate and debt transactions, starting with a WeWork-occupied building in downtown Miami, Florida. In similar news regarding Ripple and XRP, UK-based hotel booking company TripKey says it will support XRP when it launches in the first quarter of this year. The company plans to aggregate hotel listings and says its platform will allow users to book more than 1.6 million hotels with crypto. Check this out from Twitter. Fed up of paying for your hotels in fiat? Soon you can choose from over 1.6 million hotels and book with XRP. Quick news now with Litecoin. They're now being accepted as a payment method on Glory's online merchandise platform. As a result, Glory is now the first professional sports league to integrate Litecoin into the end-to-end fan experience. A quote from the Litecoin Foundation from February 26, excited to announce a new partnership with Glory that will see Litecoin becoming the official cryptocurrency of the world's premier kickboxing organization. Read more about how you'll be able to pay with Litecoin for Glory events and more on litecoinfoundation.org. Tron is in the news as well because according to a report from Rating DApp, the total number of new users of decentralized applications in January reached 164,000 on Tron, outpacing new users on EOS, which was below 80,000, and Ethereum, which was below 60,000. You could take a look at the graphic here. Again, total new users on decentralized applications for January of 2019. And let's round it out with a little quick news about IOTA. The IOTA Foundation is collaborating with Hackster.io to launch a new smart city hackathon. The global challenge features more than $10,000 in prizes, challenging developers from around the globe to solve inner city issues using distributed ledger technology. The hackathon will focus on the following 4 key areas: vehicles, energy, buildings, and districts. So if that's something that interests you and maybe you would be a good candidate to participate in the hackathon, you may want to check this out. Again, Hackster.io, over $10,000 in prizes. So best of luck if you choose to participate. And finally, a little bit of ETN news to round things out. Despite the fact that there are a lot of positive things happening behind the scenes, Electroneum price continues to dip. Again, this is despite major behind the scenes developments. This article from yesterday on nulltx.com. So the other day we talked about Electroneum's big initiative with the M1 smartphone, and oddly and unfortunately, the market has not responded in kind whatsoever. Instead, it seems the value of ETN continues to dwindle as it has now dropped below $0.007 once again. That's 0.7 cents. It's definitely odd that this good news is not driving more positive price action, yet what can you do? That's the reality of it. We've covered the fact that Chris Gorman has now been appointed to the GSMA Intelligence Advisory Board. That was some other good news for ETN. Here's a recent tweet from just yesterday. By Chris Gorman, by the way, had my first GSMA Intelligence Advisory Board meeting yesterday. This small group of powerful industry giants focused on how we all help each other grow. So very positive. ETN being embraced is an example of what the crypto industry could achieve if it could work in unity. For all you members of the Altcoin Buzz army that are also huge ETN fans, you may want to read more about this article here. Again, nulltx.com. We will link to it in the description below. It's a little bit of a paradox because we've seen so much positive price action for other projects, for other cryptos that had good news to announce. It doesn't seem to be the case with ETN, unfortunately. Let us know your thoughts as to why that may be the case in the comments below. And as always, guys, make sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. Check out our website, altcoinbuzz.io. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget, guys, to hit the bell, which means you'll get notifications every time we put up a new video. Our last couple of videos are here for you to check out. Guys, it's Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day, the beginning of your weekend. Best of luck if you choose to invest, and we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.